Hey everyone, this is Christian Heimel, host of Press Row. Thanks so much for listening to the following broadcast, courtesy of Public House Media.
Spent in self-reflection is never wasted, ever. Time spent in self-reflection is never wasted. It's an intimate date with yourself. Paul TP Wong. Good morning. Welcome to Choose to Rise. I am so blessed and just feel so grateful that you have chosen to spend time with me today, that you are here wanting to grow and wanting to rise up out of your current situation and live your best life. Thank you so much for being here with us. I really, really, really appreciate you. And I also really appreciate seeing and hearing how you are sharing Choose to Rise with other people, whether it's posting it on your own social media, sharing the link with a friend, emailing me, telling me about something that you heard or spoke, something that spoke to you. I get DMs, I get text messages from good friends that listen to it. It warms my heart and it makes me feel so good. But it also helps fulfill the mission of trying to help other people live better, helping other people and using my voice and the words and the thoughts and the ideas that he gives me to spread out to other people and help bring them to him. And that's really what we're all about here, is helping people rise up out of their current situation to live their best life. So if you are helping in that whatsoever, like whether it's, telling people, whether it's supporting the show, whether it's, leaving a rating review, whatever it is that you're doing, I appreciate you so very much. And it really, really, really helps when you leave a rating and you leave a review and it goes there. Today, I want to talk to you about reflection, self-reflection, and we're wrapping up a year. We're wrapping up 2019 in just a few short days. I'm recording this in 2019. It'll be in a podcast version in 2020. The next couple weeks are going to go fast and they're going to go quickly. The next year, the next decade is going to go just as fast because life doesn't slow down. It only goes faster. But in order to have a really good vision of where we're going to go, we need to know where we've been and have really good clarity on the situation at hand. So today I want to walk you through an exercise, a little a resource, a tool for you, a little lesson that I've done with my team recently, and it was really powerful for them. And so I just want to walk you through it as well. And if you are listening to this in the car, or if you're not with a notebook and piece of paper, please listen and take it in, but then also come back with a piece of paper and let's reflect on this together and do this activity. And then I'd really love to know what it is that you loved about it. And if you're here on the Facebook group page here, I would love to see the words and see the things that you're talking about and thinking about, if you would feel so called, in the comment section. But first and foremost, like I said, time spent in self-reflection is never wasted. You have to know where you've been if you want to really know where you want to go. Really looking back on the past and seeing what it is that lit you up, what was it that brought you down, looking and thinking about the things that were a part of your life that you want to repeat, thinking about the things in your life that you don't want to repeat, and then creating an action plan in order to make those things happen. So when we're thinking about life, I really like to think about the highs and the lows. And I really want you to think about, the achievements that you had in your life. I really want you to think about the obstacles that you had in your life this last year or this last decade or just life up to this point, right? We can always go backwards and look and see. Hindsight's 2020, right? Which ironically, 2020 is the next year. So if you think about going into the next one, you're going to be thinking about a good vision. And that's what I want to help you produce, a 2020 vision for how you're going to move forward. So to do that, I want you to think about what would the ideal life look like, right? What would the ideal life look like? What words would you want to live by? What words make you feel empowered? What words are going to help you create the life that you want to live? What words, like we've talked about affirmations a lot here on the podcast because words matter a lot. So what words would you want to live by? Do you want to be broke? Do you want to be tired? Do you want to be lacking energy? Or do you want to have compassion? Do you want to be driven? Do you want to have service as a part of your life? Do you want to grow? Do you want to mentor other people? Do you want to be mentored? Do you want to live life in a limitless kind of way? Do you want to have a faithful life? Do you want to have a family-filled life? What are the things, maybe you're looking for health. Like, what are the things that you want your 2020 to be about? What words do you want to live by? That's my first question to you. Write those words down. Put them in a prominent place. How can you make them a part of your vocabulary on a regular basis? And how can you make them a part of your life on a regular basis? The second thing I have for you is the things I will do. When we put ourselves in a future state, when we write affirmations for ourselves or manifest things for ourselves that are the things that we want to have happen, we write them in a future sense, but also as if they've already happened. So when I write out the things that I'm going to do or the things that I want to do, I write them as if they've already happened. I have a really, really big goal of paying off my house this next year. And if you were looking at that number realistically, you might say, Kim, that's kind of a long ways off. But I know that I can do it, and I'm going to manifest that to happen in my life. So I have a manifestation written out next to me. I've been listening to Earl Nightingale's book and The Science of Thinking and Grow Rich, and of different things that way. And I know that I can create this kind of lifestyle for myself. I know I can create, the life that I want because I can believe that's already available to me. God's already given us everything that we need. We just have to pay attention, and we just have to show up in the way that we're going to have. So Earl Nightingale reading Think and Grow Rich it's only about an hour. It's on Audible, and I listen to it every single day, and it helps me get there. And I also wrote my own manifestation statement that I have here on my desk. I read every morning and I read every night, and it will happen. But the things I will do in order to achieve my goals, is the second question to you. I'm getting back on track here. Is one, I'm going to read and listen to my manifestation. I'm going to do that all the time. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to be a part of meditation. I'm going to work on my goals and dreams. You have to put action to things. You have to be able to give in order to get, in order to receive is the word that I've been using more often instead of getting things. That seems very, wanting of the sense, but like you already deserve to live happiness. You deserve to live a life of positivity and fulfillment. And so when you receive those things in turn of doing things for other people and serving other people and doing things for others, then that's you receiving the goodness of God. Those are good things. So things you will do in 2020. Maybe they're things you want to achieve. Maybe they're places you want to go. And that's kind of the next question. But things you will do. I will eat well. I will go through my affirmations. I will plug into personal development. I will connect to my manifestations. I will have more unplugged time. If one of your goals is to do more family things, maybe you shut down work at a certain time, or you don't bring work home with you, or you decide that these certain things are going to be non-negotiables in your life, and you just do them. When I started my healthy living journey, moving my body had to be a non-negotiable, regardless of how tired I was, regardless of my schedule and what it looked like. Moving my body becomes a non-negotiable, and now it just is. Even when I have a super busy day happening, it's the first thing that happens for me. I set my alarm earlier so that I can get up and get it done, or I find a time in my schedule that it will happen, and I make it happen during that time. The third thing is places I will go. Where are the places that you want to go? Is it a family travel? Is it, maybe it's a mental space that you're going to go to, right? Like you're going to go to the place where you believe in yourself 100%, or maybe they're physical places that you're going to go, whether it's, you're going to go to church more often. You're going to go to a vacation. You're going to make this certain thing happen for yourself. Maybe it's a business retreat. Maybe it's a personal retreat. Maybe it's a honeymoon that you never had. Whatever it might be, where do you want to go? What do you want to experience in life might be a better question. And then the next one is, how would you feel? How do you want to feel at the end of 2020? How do you want to feel, and how do you want to make those things become a reality? Do you want to feel positive? Do you want to feel good? Do you want to feel vivacious? Do you want to feel, these words matter, right? These words are going to dictate how you're thinking, how you're feeling, how you're experiencing life, how you're showing up in this world. So really dig deep and think about and put words to how you want to feel about yourself in this coming year. One of the words I wrote down was, I want to be proud about myself. I want to be proud of the effort that I put forward. I want to be proud of my family. I want to be proud of the things that I've accomplished this year. I want to be proud of the growth that I've made this year. I don't want to feel like I'm lacking in any sort of area, right? I want to make sure that I'm really putting forth the effort, and when I really think about, is this action that I'm doing today, is this action I'm doing right now in this moment going to get me to my goal or hinder me from getting to my goal? And thinking about, if I want to be proud of myself, I need to be doing things that are going to get me forward and moving me towards where I want to be going in life. And then one of the last ones I have for you is priorities. What priorities will you remember? Last podcast we talked about values and how to really identify the values you have, and maybe what you think is your value is really more of an ideal. A value is something that you live out, an ideal is something that you want. And so if there is a value for you that you spend time with family, are you really doing it? Is that a priority in your life? Are you making it a non-negotiable for you? For me, priorities in my life are going to be my faith, definitely digging deeper into my devotionals, into my Bible time in the morning, spending more time with my kids, really unplugging when the time that they get home from school until later on when they're going to bed. More one-on-one events with them, doing more one individual time with my kids instead of just collective time. And then just really being, super present in the role that I'm in. So if I'm in my job, I'm in my job. If I'm with my family, I'm with my family. If I am at a certain location doing an event for something, I am at that event. I want to be 100% present in the spot that I'm in. That's a priority for myself. What priorities do you have for the 2020? What priorities do you want to make sure that are non-negotiable in your life that you want to achieve, or that you want to make sure that you're fulfilling? And then the last one I have for you is ways I will love. How are you going to show love this year? Are you going to do more service projects? Are you going to, be more intentional with the words of your kids? Are you going to spend more time with your spouse? Are you going to be a part of your church more? What are the ways that you're going to love? We just talked on our team. We're doing this a week of giveaways with our team right now. And it's been so much fun watching and seeing all the things that everyone is doing, whether it's donating diapers to the preemie unit that their babies were born in, or leaving things for their mailman, or we've done things like we've gifted things to teachers at school. There's just so many things, like leaving big tips. One of my friends recently put it on her social media and said she's going to give a $100 tip to a waitress that she goes and sees for lunch today, and ask other people to pitch in, and she was going to give $100, but if there were people that wanted to add to it, I think already this morning she's up to $275 because other people are wanting just to give too. And so she's going to leave this really big tip that's going to be life-changing for a waitress someplace today. And that's just so much fun to think about ways that you can love other people and do things with people. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be financially. You can love other people by smiling at them. You can love other people by opening the doors for them, asking them how they're doing, and genuinely caring. All of those things are ways that you can show love to other people. So how are you going to show love this year? What do you want to do more of in life that is going to show people love? And if you have gone through this activity and you are like, hey, this is really reflective, I love this, I want to do more of it. Or maybe you want to just reflect next year on the things and write out a vision of what this year's going to look like. I would love for you to write a letter to yourself, really write it out in a way that, at the end of 2020, at the end of December 2020, write a letter to yourself in the sense of it's, dear 2020 version of me, by this time, I will have done these things. I will have gone these places. Looking back this year, I have whatever. It's about how you start your sentence, and then just write it all out. And then this really cool thing is I found this service called futureme.org, and you can literally write it out, send yourself, type it in there, put in your email address and have it delivered at a later date. It will store your letter for you to have it sent to you at a later date. So then that are really cool activities. You can just write out, what is it that I want to achieve? And then what is it that I want my life to look like this year? And really put it out there in the universe and say this, and make it a manifestation. This is what I want to do. And then send it to yourself. And then next year when you get it around this time, at the end of 2020, end of December, or maybe the beginning of January, you'll get that letter and you say, then you can reflect back and look and say, did I achieve these things? These are the things that I wanted last year. Are they the same things that I want this year? And really think about that. And it's super powerful. And I would love for you to do this lesson. It was super good for my team and I to go through this and really think about what is it that we really value? What are the things that we really want to look for in life? What are the things that we really want to do? And then, go out and make an action plan for it. If you're wanting to get healthier, get connected. Let's get you a part of my healthy living team where we are, or getting healthy for life, where it's not just a diet. It's not just a workout program. It's finding and surrounding ourselves with people who want to live well for life, eating better, moving our bodies, loving who God made us to be. That's what we're about here. I just got done with a call with a group of women who we were thinking about the definitive moments of where we were at and what we were doing when we decided that fitness needed to be more a part of our life, or when we decided that we needed to make a change because we were just not happy with where we were at. And it's so fun to think about those things with other people and to share those things with other people and just bring that connection, that community together. And that's really what we're all about in this community, this living well. A lot of people think we're just about fitness, and that's not true. We're more about personal growth than we are of the other things. And just when you start to take care of your mindset, you start taking care of your body, you start taking care of your nutrition and those things, all of it works together for good. And I want you to help honor yourself and honor who God made you to be by doing more of that. So if that's interesting to you, let's talk. Let's get you part of that's going forward. But if anything else, I hope and pray that you have enjoyed this year of Choose to Rise, that you have loved what's going on here, and that you tell other people about it. And that this activity today, I hope you find some time to, with a piece of paper and a pen, to write out some of the answers to these questions and then put them someplace where you can reflect on them and you can hold them true and you can live a better life. Because again, choosing to rise, rising above our current situation to live our absolute best life. And I hope that's you today, and that you end this week, or you end this year, or begin this year on a high note, and you can really go forward and have a great one. All right, everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. Leave a rating, review. It helps so much other people find us. Telling a friend, posting your social media, maybe even donating to the cause, because it does cost some money to do this podcast. It helps more people find us if we're able to do things that way. And so I just appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day.